How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane, here to give you another Digimon Ghost Game episode review and recap. Today's episode is milestone episode number 60, entitled Water Ghost. Before I go any further, I want you to do me a favor. Do Stitch a favor over here. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos like this. Ain't that right, Stitch? Give me cover. He says yes. So, it is on my end. It's rather late, but by the time you see this, it'll be sunshine. Well, as much sunshine as we get in December. Boy, oh boy, this episode, peaks and valleys, y'all. Peaks and valleys, because most definitely my, for lack of better words, bias, my super duper bias for the creatures I see do come into play for this. And as a matter of fact, I forgot literally one Digimon, because we get 4 different Digimon that we have not seen this episode. So while I'm typing this out, how about I just go further, because I'm not going to forget. So there's a cruise ship. People are having a good time. See a woman drinking. All of a sudden, there's a shadow that goes past her. Water comes down on her, and she's holding her breath because she's gonna end up drowning. But no, she opens her mouth and something says, get it all out, squeeze it all out, wring out all of it, give me your life essence. And so she opens her mouth, bleh, water is spilling out of her eyes and her mouth, black holes, blah. Pretty soon, the next day, the cruise ship crashes onto a beach. And when it crashes onto this beach, police go in. There's water up to their ankles, and they look in, and there's people gushing water out of their eyes and their freaking mouths. Oh no, they're swept up in the water now themselves. So, boy, this thing is giving me some issues. So we get the gang, they're all together. They're at this other place. I don't even think they even gave us the name of the village or the town or the city that they're in, but they're there for a festival. Jellymon loves her festivals. It's her idea. And even Kiyoshiro's like, hey, calm down. Don't blah, blah, blah. And it's supposed to be on the 12th is when this thing is supposed to happen. I think today's the 12th. I have no idea when it's supposed to happen or what the day is, but I think they were talking about Amphimon. One of Amphimon should join them. When Hero asked Gamamon, where is he? He's out looking for Hero. Of course he is, because Amphimon is forever a dumbass. Yeah, I'm at this point now. I'm just gonna call him a dumbass. I'm over. The joke is not funny anymore. It's played out. It's done. He's had so many people call him Hero Anamanwanakun or whatever his name is. Honestly, y'all, I'm over it. So as this is going on, what actually happens as this goes on, all of a sudden it starts to rain. They get under shelter. They're under shelter, and Kiyoshiro, with his eagle eyes, looks down and goes, hey, something weird about this water. It looks pixelated. Thank you, Kiyoshiro, the Shaggy of this crazy Japanese Scooby-Doo gang. You are the one person that pays attention. So Angramon and Jellymon go, we're gonna go up and just see what's going on, right? They fly up. We are greeted before they pay attention that in one of these buildings there are people whose eyes are also black and their mouths are black, and they're just blah, 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 with the water, with bottles. And suddenly when they notice one of the buildings is filled with water, all of a sudden cracks start to form on many buildings, and their windows burst and water's going everywhere. Anyone who's caught underneath this water, they're like, what's going on? Open their mouths, blurg. They're blurging out water, and the gang is there to witness all of the water blurging. Water blurging. Now, initially, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what Digimon this was, but then I looked and I said, oh, it's very easy for me to know what Digimon this is, but give un momento, por favor. Choto mate. So, they're like, okay. They notice that one woman who has an umbrella, it's not affecting her, so don't let it touch your head. He takes out an umbrella. He's like, all right, guys, stuffs Gamma in his coat, puts on his hoodie, and he's like, all right, we just got to get to higher ground. They're going to go to the part where the shrine thing was supposed to happen. And Rudy's like, I don't have an umbrella. I already got you, a dumb boo. They all make a run for it. As a matter of fact, one kid gets blindsided by one of these things, gets the water on his head, blur. He gets so much water, it spills out onto the streets and people are getting hit. I'm just going to do this now because I don't want to do this at the 10-minute mark. It is Hyungomon, aka Divermon in the West. Hyungomon. This thing has been around for so long. I mean, come on, guys. Digimon Adventures 1, Season 2, Season 3. I'm pretty sure they showed up in Season 4. Matter of fact, let's just go to Wikimon, our handy-dandy Digimon encyclopedia. It says, by the way, this is Ultimate Level Digimon. Aquatic Beastmen data type Deep Savers, right? It's Aquatic Beastman clothed in a wetsuit. It has a cheerful personality and is also swimming around the net ocean. Its specialty is moving in the water, and in battle, it uses the high-speed underwater mobility motor on its back as a fighting style that capitalizes on speed. Its special move is stabbing the opponent with its cherished harpoon known as Torrent. Angramon does steal one of these to swim underwater later. What did this show up in? Yeah, like I said, 1, 2, Tamers, Digimon Tamers movie, Cross Wars Season 1, Digimon Try, Digimon Adventure 2020 reboot, of course, and now in this. This is one of the older Ultimate Level Digimon. Bob's Your Uncle. Oops, I still have up Shokugekumon from last week. Bob's Your Uncle, yeah. So, allow me to continue. So they get up to drier ground. The flyers catch up to them, and they're like, yeah, by now the city below is filling up. And they're talking about it, and of course Hiro asks Angramon, is it a Digimon? Your freaking lives are engrossed and engulfed and intertwined with digital monsters. If anything weird happens, such as the sky turning red, such as people turning into dolls, such as people acting erratically and throwing things out of their building, such as people see a werewolf, such as a vampire man is giving skin products only at night under a blood moon, there are water leaking out of people's heads. Yes, you dumbass. It is a Digimon. What else? I don't care if Angramon can't pinpoint it. By the way, guys, it's not Angoramon. It's Angramon. I don't care if he can't pinpoint it. It's a damn Digimon. Just please stop asking this question. Anyway, so some of the other people who didn't get caught up, they come around the corner and they're like, huh? Jellymon has a cup. She's like, we're security AI, don't worry. Man, you had us scared. Let's go to higher ground. So they get to higher ground with these people. They talk about the ocean god's curse. They are inquisitive. What is it? Well, a little while ago, cruise ship crash. Bob's Your Uncle. We think it's the ocean curse because police officers, firefighters went in. They never came back out. And they found out some weird, strange mummy that came ashore a little while ago, and they put it in the shrine. They were going to do all of this for the festival. They're like, we were going to go to that festival. How close is the shrine? So they find out what a shrine is, and they make their way there. And of course, Kiyoshiro is going to bitch and moan about it. Jellymon gets them jelly shocks, and as she gets them jelly shocks, they come up to what appears to be a shoreline. Everything is covered in water now. As a matter of fact, behind them is glubbiting into more water. And all of a sudden, there's something underneath the water. What could it be? It's a Digimon that instantly made me go, ooh, this might actually be better than I thought it was. It is Submarimon. Yes, that's right. The armor level Digimon made from Armadillomon from the Digi-Egg of Knowledge. I owned this toy where he was the Digi-Egg or Digimental. I owned this one. Something about Armadillomon. Like, you guys who know, well, if it isn't obvious, I like dragons, right? I like dragons, dinosaurs, cool samurai stuff, swordsmen, all that stuff. Yeah, I do like, the witches and the spellcast and stuff. And some of the beast Digimon are really cool, but something about Armadillomon that just, I like all of his forms. He deserves an ultimate form, and I hope that one day he gets one. Bandai, give Armadillomon an ultimate form, and Kilomon needs something else. Anywho, let's read about one of my favorites. I've already told you he's an armor level aquatic vaccine type, also free type at sometimes. An armor level aquatic Digimon that evolved through the power of the Digimental of Sincerity. It's supposed to be knowledge. Oh no. Drillmon is knowledge. This is sincerity. Forget what I said. The Digimental of Sincerity has the attribute of water. Joe. It's supposed to be reliability. In English, it's reliability, but scratch that. Just scratch that. And those that don this Digimental demonstrate the true power underwater. It swims freely around the ocean and it uses techniques unleashing it. And the techniques unleashed underwater in battles are no match. Oh my God, what is this trying to say? It swims freely around the ocean, and the techniques unleashed in underwater battles are no match for it unless they are also coming from a considerable aquatic Digimon. That is a tongue twister. Wow. Not gonna edit that out. We're doing this live. Its special moves are discharging super compressed oxygen homing, and after distancing itself underwater, instantly accelerating and performing a ramming attack while spinning the drill in its snout. Submarine attack. Also has a thing called Aqua Vulcan and Hydrojet. Of course, it showed up in season 2, obviously. Partner 2, we call him Cody in the West, but he's called Iori. Iori's a cool name. Also showed up in Cross Wars, The Hunters Who Leapt Through Time. I love this Digimon. Just love the design. Was he ever playable at one point in time? I guess that's something for me to look up later. Oh, he is in Pendulum Z though, which was in conjunction with, if I remember this correctly, conjunction with Reboot 2020. So, are you sensing an aquatic theme here? So he shows up. Jellymon's like, so it's you. He's like, no, I've been framed. It's really not me. It's just I'm this close because, hey, I don't get to come to shore. He also openly says, man, humans and Digimon hanging out together. You guys, you land folk are pretty weird. And so he's kind of doing little tricks in the water, being adorable as can be. And he's saying, all right, well, who's doing this? It's the Hyungomon, aka Divermon. Why are they doing it? I don't know. As he says this, water's cascading down more and more. And they're like, why aren't you affected? He's like, what do you mean? Any humans that get touched, they get water coming out of them. He's like, I live in the ocean. Why would I be hurt? Jellymon tests this and jumps in the water. I'm fine. Looks like all Digimon are okay. They got to get to the shrine. Of course, instead of Angramon carrying them one by one like he was going to do, they have their buddy Submarimon carry all 3 of the children across while he is flying with Jellymon. I think Gamon's with Hero and the rest, but they all make their way across. Now, where am I at here? So they get back. They get to the shrine. It's up to their ankles. They go in. They see the dried mummy that looks freaking weird. And I go, that doesn't look like Dracomon. Now, Dracomon. Remember Dracomon from Season 2, Digimon Adventure 02 with Hikari, and it was some Cthulhu shit, like some Innsmouth stuff with the Divermon saying Hikari's going to be their queen, and they had the Dracomon that was going to, in the literal Japanese, it was going to breed with her. They changed that for the English one. It was pretty much a weird episode. Still a weird one-off episode that was never, ever touched or explained again, right? Heavily inspired by one of the Cthulhu stories, the story of Innsmouth. This thing is obviously a Digimon. They take it, they're carrying it, it opens its eyes, they drop it in the water, and it becomes this Cthilamon. Not really Cthulhu, but Cthilamon. I said to myself, is that a dark marine Angemon? Is that literally just a dark marine Angemon? Like, come on. Are we kidding? Well, no, we're not kidding. Ladies, gentlemen, everybody inside and and outside of those parameters, allow me to read to you Cathilamon, the Mega Fairy level virus Digimon. Cathilamon inhabits the depths of the net ocean and is known by the alias Phantom of the Ocean due to the fact that only the skull pattern on his chest can be seen while floating eerily in the dark. Instead of actively fighting on his own, it employs aquatic Digimon that are lower level than itself by brainwashing them and has a crafty and cunning disposition. Because of its appearance and since it is a being that is rarely seen, it has many similarities with Marine Angemon. But the relationship between the two is currently unknown. They are probably rivals. This thing is a jackass. Its special move is Ocean Hell, in which it steals the opponent's fighting spirit with an aura of endless terror, akin to the darkness at the depths of the sea. Sometimes reduces Digimon that suffer this technique into Cathilamon's puppets. Its Buchal Rush, where it opens its mouth wide and attacks with its 3 long tongues. I thought those were tentacles. I think it has more than 3, but wow. They're flexible like whips, and its Aqua Grinder, where it generates an intense whirlpool that chips away at the opponent's body like a drill, possesses destructive power that is unimaginable for its tiny physique. Guys, this thing is not freaking tiny. This thing is huge. Like, it starts off like long enough for me and another person to carry. As the episode goes on and it's in more water, it gets huge. It's about the same size as Tetismon, if not bigger. Yeah, I spoiled it. Don't care. First time this thing shows up, don't know where else it came from. This is a brand new Digimon in my eyes. Yeah. So he pops up and he's like, yeah, this water's refreshing. How about you guys try it? This jackass sprayed Ruling and Hero with the water, instantly turned them into gushing water zombies. And he's like, that's strange. Who cares? Because he's a jackass, mind you. So the jackass gets greeted by his jackass troops, Hyungomon. And they're like, Master, where you been? He's like, well, I was ventured out a little bit too far from the ocean. I instantly dried up, and here I am. And so he's saying, where did you get all this water? Oh, I did all this for you. Apparently humans have a lot of data, so we just filled them up and spilled it all out. He's like, ooh, we can make more places my playground or our playground. And that's when everybody's like, hold on, nope, stop it, can't do that. They try to go and get Kiyoshiro, but Jellymon evolves into Tetismon, the Bay, holding off them fighting and everything else. And what's the stupid thing called? Cathilamon goes, forget that. We don't need to get them. We're just going to get the rest of the world. They go off, and when they go off and jump in the water, it's about to splash Kiyoshiro, but Submarimon, the GOAT, blocks all of it. So now Kiyoshiro's freaking out because now he's in another situation where he has to protect the world. The first situation, if you remember, was with the plant mega level Digimon, which let us get into Tetismon. Crazy. So they're gonna go on their way, and he's like, how can I do it? He has an integer overflow a bit where his brain kind of sparks, and he's like, how can I get there in this water? He's gonna faint at one point, but doesn't. Submarimon's like, I'm a submarine. Him and Gammon get inside. They dive under. It looks like Angermon stole one of those propulsion jets. I didn't notice him at first until in the middle of the battle. And they go in. Tetismon is fighting, doing a great job until she gets her butt kicked. And she's doing a good job. But then Cathilamon's like, oh, it's coordinated with the human. You get the human. Starts kicking her butt. They're stabbing at Submarimon. Submarimon was doing a good job until they figured it out. And all of a sudden, what does it do? All of a sudden, they knock Submarimon's pod open and it gets out. But before that, he talks about wanting the whole world to be his playground. And Tetismon's like, it'll be the end of mankind. I don't care. He's evil. You could kill him. Please don't let him live after this. I digress. So as Kirishio's trying to hold his mouth, trying not to breathe this in and die, as he's the last person that could do anything, which is why you need other Digimon tamers or other people with Digimon partners, but I digress. While Tetismon is in a bind, bound, and hurting, they have a mental link connection. They're talking, and she says, Boy, this is crazy. And his mind is drifting. They're thinking that she's like, remember the talisman thing? That was really fun. And he goes, fun? That was challenging. Thinks about the cherry blossom thing she did. Thinks about all the river Styx thing, and even the battle with the plant thing. And she's talking, and I like that she's recognizing that that's her. That is her bratty side, but she's more serious as this. But she's recognizing that she had fun. She's like, human imagination is big, and Kiyoshiro thinks it talks about all the dangers, but they both think about all the fun that she had. She's had fun with all human beings, and she thinks that she likes humans. And Kiyoshiro goes, I did have fun with whatever he calls Ruli and Hiro Anomano-kun. It's like, I think I like people too. And since they both love people, they come in sync. They want to protect the planet. Because let's be real, every single time that Kiyoshiro has been put his back against the wall, his situation has been, oh no, the planet's in danger. Heroes has been oogie boogie spooky, I'm gonna kill you all, and Ruli's has been Angremon going, I gotta protect Ruli. So Kiyoshiro and Jellymon literally get some of the hardest missions. As much as he's shaggy and she's a brat at times, I like this. This is probably my favorite pairing. So she gets her mega form, scoops him up. It's so much more intimate, so much more better than the other ones. I do like these characters, and there's more of a bias on that end, but it's honestly really good. And she turns into Amphimon. Now, I remember when I first saw this Digimon. This is the best picture I got right now, guys. I'm sorry. I remember when I first saw her, and I said, she turns into a freaking Gundam. She turns into a giant. This is a much better picture. She turns into a literal giant robot. Here is the crazy part. Her voice does not change. It doesn't go from ha 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 to nope. It stays like that. This is a very feminine acting Digimon, very lady acting Digimon. She seems to me like, first of all, she seems like a submarine diver. Because of the, if this was Digimon Reboot 2020, this would definitely be her deep sea evolution change. So cool. So let's read about it. Mega level cyborg data type Digimon. A cyborg Digimon that wanders about everywhere in the vast net ocean, forging connections with various marine Digimon. Is capable of diving into ultra high pressure zones thanks to the bodysuit that covers its whole body, and is even intruded the Abyss Sanctuary, which is constructed at the extreme depths of the ocean. I need to see, if this is a bodysuit, I need to see her true form. That would be amazing. That would be awesome to see her true form. Kind of like Iron Man, isn't she? Anyway, like the Angel Digimon and God Man Digimon, it is permitted to pass judgment upon those judged to be evil in the net ocean. Once a battle begins, its usual merriment undergoes a complete about face like the raging sea, and it strikes sinners with a blow of judgment. Its special moves are shooting cold air from its fist to freeze the opponent, Crystal Freezer, and sending off ultra high pressure water cutters with its horizontally swung hand, Aqua Sanba, and delivering a kick with electrified foot, Ryburn Break. We don't see Crystal Freezer, but we do see Aqua Zamba and Ryburn Break. It also deploys several jellyfish units to form its Umbra Defender, which she does to Kiyoshiro to keep him from breathing in that water as he quickly double clicks them into the digital upside down water version of everything that's going on. Oh yeah, that's an electrified shield to protect itself and its companions. Showed up in the virtual pet vital bracelets BE. So allow me to continue. Oh, I love this Digimon. So she's kicking his ass, just flat out. She's kicking his ass. I said butt, no, I'm gonna say ass. Kicking his ass. And when he does the go back to the move, the Ryburn Break, it is literally a Kamen Rider kick. I'm a Kamen Rider fan. I'm a Sentai fan, Power Ranger fan, Tokotatsu fan. I loved this 100%. Sailor Moon fan. This is amazing. And she talks to him after kicking his butt, goes, have you learned your lesson? And she says very in English, and she says okay in English. Very much a Kamen Rider thing too. And Somehow she was able to fix everything. Like everything got reversed. All the people stopped spewing water and all the water went away. I don't know how it happened, but they're saying bye to him. There's like, stay in the ocean, don't get dried up, don't do this to people anymore. By the way, so here's the thing that I forgot to mention when they were moving on their way upwards. They now start to ponder. Ruli says, we've gone through a lot of rituals and pyramid stuff. She didn't say a lot. We've gone through purifying rituals and pyramids lately. Could this be another thing? Now they're thinking about a story and they're wondering who sent this person, who are sending the Digimon. Because Hiro thinks about what Kazuhamon and Lilithmon said. So he asks this stupid Digimon, do you remember who sent you here? Not a clue. Okay, well, be safe. Don't get dried up. Don't do anything bad. And the girls have their festival photo shoot with their yukatas and things. And Angermon says, here by the sea, the red and white fabric billow in the sun. The two stand handsomely together. Next episode about resurrection. I guess some guy's lady friend, sister, who knows, passes and she gets resurrected. This one's probably going to be really messed up. So here is the important part of the video. The verdict. I saw some Marimon. I was like, ooh, this goes from a 3 to a 4. Then I was like, this is so dumb. Like, you're gonna take over the world. Okay, well, stakes are pretty high. Okay, it earned that 4. Amphimon, it stays with that 4. I'm like, you're not gonna forgive them, right? Have you learned your lessons? Where I like, ooh, but they make callbacks to prior things, even though I said in my last 2 reviews, caring about a story now when you're at level 60, when you're at episode 60, is so freaking late. Why are you doing this? At this point, why are you doing this? But you know what? If they show more, like, you're going to have a full 2 to 3 episodes focusing on that plot and not just dipping it in where you want to because you're afraid, because you think that the series is going to end once you actually have a real story. It's probably what it is. Or maybe literally just making up as they go along. Who knows? But as I digress, it gets a 4 because of 4 different Digimon. We got 2 new ones, a mega level that I didn't think I would like, because I thought I would like Digimon better because I love his design. In terms of best, I'll be honest, Digimon and Amphimon are kind of neck and neck, but Digimon leads a little bit because the design flows so well and it goes so well with the rest. But realizing that she's actually in a suit and it's probably literally just Tethysmon in there, just got a big power up. I need to see what's in the suit just so we can know what the Digimon looks like. They're actually better than Seriousmon, I'm sorry, but don't worry, we'll probably get other Gamamon Mega Evolutions if you haven't seen the Vital Bracelets. But yeah, Submarimon, stupid Hyungomon, but Submarimon, I'm not even an Ocean Digimon fan. Oh, that's not true. I like the Seadramons. Like, if I had to be given Ocean Digimon, Seadramons or the Jellyfishmon line, for sure. If anybody wants to find their heart to draw me with one of those Digimon, and that's, no one's gonna do that. But still, this line easily becomes my second favorite of the Ocean Digimon line. I'm not even that big a fan of all of them. I do like Zudomon because of the Monier thing, but yeah. Nostalgia factor. Moving the story along. The story's actually somewhat interesting. I just wish, man, one of these days they gotta be tougher on these villains. But I sound like a broken record, just like they're a broken record doing the same. This is a 4 out of 5. I can give it a 4 out of 5. Not any better than that. Not worse than a 3, but it's definitely a 4 out of 5. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comment section down below. Again, another person, my dude, DOOD, dude. If you thumbs it down, leave a comment. And if you are the person that left a comment, I appreciate your comments. I love engaging with people. I want to know if you disagree. Tell me why you disagree. Tell me what's wrong. because, you know, I actually enjoy engagement. I really do. Let me know what you think. What would you rate this episode? What was your favorite part of this episode? Out of all of the 3 Mega Evolutions, which one's your favorite? I'm giving it to Amphimon. Digimon is really, it's so close. Digimon is right there. As always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos just like this one. And guys, as always, thank you for taking some time out to listen to me ramble about Digimon. Please be good, be blessed, take care of yourselves, be safe out there, all right? Be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, don't be a jerk. And remember, there's someone who would rather talk to you today than mourn you and miss you tomorrow. You are never alone. There's someone out there that will speak to you and cares about you. If you need someone to talk to, my social medias are in the description below. Do not be afraid to hit me up. All right? All right. Well, guys, that's enough from me. Hopefully, episode 61 is just as cool as it looks creepy. This is Shane, and I will see you guys next time.